Shuana Keita has all but lost hope. Once again, her well has run dry, forcing her to watch in despair as her mango trees wither. It's a similar scene all over Gonikoro, the village she's lived in since she was a child.
The groundwater level was so much higher when I was younger. It was easy to dig a well. You didn't have to go deep at all. But women can't dig wells anymore. The water's gone because of climate change.
Many others are suffering too. This family grows corn. It's tough work, and now, during the school holidays, everyone, no matter how young, is helping out. The seeds they're planting were given to them by a neighbour after the family lost their crop due to drought. This kind of seed is supposed to grow extra fast. In this area, the effects of climate change are already painfully apparent. Helping to combat them requires long-term solutions.
Germany's aim is to help stabilize Mali by providing the country with the means to adapt to climate change, while also keeping in mind that Mali is developing on its own. That's why we help private enterprises adapt to climate change, but also to find new investment opportunities connected to the issue.
One way the German Agency for International Cooperation is helping is by working with the seed wholesaler Faso Kaba. It's advised the boss not to rely solely on maize and to think about investing in other strains of seeds.
These days, the high-yield varieties aren't profitable because they're not enough for our customers. We now work together with an agricultural research institute. It's identified seed varieties that respond to climate change. It's a shorter cycle, 2.5 to 3 months. Although the shorter the cycle, the smaller the yield.
It's 7:30 in the morning in Kolokani. Adama Chiokora Samaki and his colleagues are on their way to Sebekoro to meet members of an NGO called Pasinda, which helps communities protect biodiversity.
We promised to come back. Here we are.
5 months ago, members of the NGO helped the local women to plant a vegetable garden in the village. They've come back to see how it's doing.
You have to get down deep to distribute the fertilizer.
The women use sheep dung and compost to make an organic fertilizer. Thanks to an irrigation system installed by the NGO, this is their second harvest of the year.
If I turn it on here, the water comes out there.
The women fought long and hard to tap into the system that supplies water to a nearby hospital.
The vegetable garden has been designed to adapt to climate change. This year it hardly rained. When it did, it came late and didn't last long. They couldn't plant any grain, and there were no peanuts either. Without the vegetable garden, people would be stuck at home with nothing to do, and they'd go hungry.
Since the vegetable garden was planted, the women have been meeting every morning and every evening. Masou Traoré says that strengthened their sense of community.
We're going home now.
Masou has promised to help the women to get a well installed in the village.
Because I can bring people together and motivate them, the women came together and asked me if I wanted to lead them.
Meanwhile, Samakie is meeting the men of the village. They're learning how to prevent erosion.
We're going to prune the trees now. If we leave just one branch, we'll have enough shade, and it'll continue to produce fruit. And crucially, it will continue to deliver moisture into the earth.
Leaving the trees standing makes planting harder. Still, with the effects of climate change so apparent, most people are convinced that the benefits outweigh the disadvantages. There's never any shortage of firewood. Masu and the other women are now managing to survive off what they grow. The vegetable garden provides them with a healthy diet and an income. Masu wants to crack down on people who fell trees for charcoal.
We spent so much time talking to people. I think anyone caught cutting down trees should be fined. We need the wood for cooking, but a few branches are enough for that.
NGO worker Samakie agrees. He's been trying to persuade people not to cut down trees, but it's an uphill battle. Just a short distance away is the evidence. For Samakie and Masu, the struggle is still far from over.